You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night RAW. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest WWE news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night RAW.
What is this?
We got new music, apparently.
Guys, this is like Deliverance.
Raw's gone country.
One of us is gonna squeal like a pig.
Oh my! This is AfterBuzz.
The kind of music you hate minorities to.
I was just gonna say this is the kind of music you fuck your cousin to.
Oh dear!
Whoa.
And we're out.
That is one way to start the show.
Too much.
It's so soon.
Too much.
Show's over. Sure, we could have ran that promo for a good other minute or two.
Yes, we could have. What was that music, Phil?
That was Riding with the King by B.B. King.
Oh, okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
we were
A legend.
riding.
That was nothing compared to the remix you were coming up with before.
I was.
Were you singing for us?
I was singing After Boobies TV.
No, you were. I thought it was after show boobies. That would have been better.
Okay,
that
or
was a little bit more out of
maybe
pocket.
that. Okay, so after show boobies.
boobies.
That's what I
After
sing on the
show
way in now. You know,
boobies.
after show boobies.
I get it.
After
Cool.
show.
If it's
So
Hey,
AfterBuzz for Raw.
welcome back.
Welcome back, Jensen Karp.
I'm
Yay.
back. Clipper game last week.
right.
I went live, saw the Blake Griffin dunk live in person, which
Yes.
was pretty amazing. Tonight they had a win again. I'm a huge Clipper fan, so it's one of the only Mondays.
Why? And like any reason?
I grew up here my whole life,
Okay.
and I didn't grow up with money. My father was a salesman, my mother a saleswoman, so we didn't grow up with a ton of money, so we couldn't afford Laker games. So since I've been 7, I've been going to Clipper games really exclusively.
Why you gotta laugh at him? Why you gotta laugh at him?
Because honestly, that was the perfect response to being a Clipper fan. I couldn't afford to be a Laker fan,
Yeah,
so I had to
really
take
no
what
other-
other LA had to offer.
I did. I only my whole life. I've been here 32 years. I've went to one Laker game basically, and that
it
was
was
because a
against the
friend invited me.
Clippers.
No, it was a friend took me to see Shaq when he was on Orlando play the Lakers. That's really the only time I've went. Every other time, I just like a Clipper fan my whole life.
And they won
And it's a
tonight.
big deal because now they are great. When in the past, I've been the sad
Chris
redheaded stepchild. Yeah,
Aww.
that's what it sounds like.
Yay. So
That's
Mr.
what the
To the
Clipper
P
game.
is here in the house.
Hey, listen to the P guys.
And he hasn't gone to Vegas again.
No,
So
I'm a little bit
we still have
calmer.
him.
I've got a week of relaxation in. ready
When are
to-
you going to Vegas again?
I'm actually going for the Magic Trade Show, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Okay, you know, someone is very excited
I like
back
this.
there.
It's
With
nice to have Phil actually back because usually they're a little bit delayed on all
like
the
it.
little.
He's
all of that.
Yeah, he's the Fred Norris of After Show Buzz TV. Very proud of you.
And that's where Chris Joseph is going to be.
Yep.
Christopher
He's not here.
Joseph.
Christopher Joseph, he's actually doing stuff for the Grammys. So,
He is, and he's going to be calling in tonight
supposedly.
to discuss something about Evan Bourne
Supposedly.
that made the news.
Supposedly.
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 You guys, let's all be humanistic about it.
Word of the day.
Let's just talk about it when it comes up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay. Fair
Well,
enough.
fantastic.
Fair enough.
We can
That's
do
usually
that.
what happens.
And we have Mike Bennett, the
Hello.
prodigy.
The Prodigy.
Yes. And
Fresh off a Patriots hangover.
Ring of Honor Zone.
very
Ring of Honor
Ring of
Zone.
Honor Zone, yeah.
Fresh from TV tapings in Baltimore as well.
Yes.
Bringing
Very
honor to the
fun.
ring.
Bringing, but no title.
We may or may not have went to bed at 7:30 last night.
Right after the game ended.
You guys are adults.
I fell asleep right after the game.
Yeah, I
I'll
did
admit
too.
it.
I
I was
I
done.
fell asleep during
There
the
was
game.
no reason.
I don't
to stay
blame you. It
awake.
was
No.
boring.
It was that. I
and they
did
lost.
like seeing Madonna out there, though.
I slept
was boring.
The whole.
Yeah, but so much
halftime.
better
Another
than
group I
last
can't
year.
care for, LMFAO, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
You guys,
The game was boring.
Madonna's arms are terrifying. They luckily they covered them for the halftime this time, but they're terrifying arms.
Really?
Oh my
Terrifying.
God,
how?
terrifying.
They look like T-Rex.
They look like the old man in Poltergeist 2 with the wrinkles. Those for arms.
Oh no!
It's what I used to do to my grandmother when I was like 5 years old. I go,
It's really scary, but they covered them, so it's fine.
Well, I will beat you.
Really?
I will beat you.
I would be murdered if I did that to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mike just went for. Mike just didn't go. He thought about it, about pulling a skin back on the back.
He
of
didn't
his
even
arm.
skip. Okay, see, here's a funny story about this. Okay, there's a guy, Mike Mondo. He used to be on the Spirit Squad.
I remember.
He now works for Ring of Honor.
Sure.
He's amazing.
Yes.
Like awesome in the
remember
ring.
him well.
He was supposed to join us today.
He was supposed to join us,
He's in
but
LA.
he's in LA, and he could have joined us, except I have a two-seater, and I could not
couldn't
fit
give him a ride.
another giant wrestler man in my car.
I get it.
Yeah.
it. You could have done like Mitt Romney and taped him to the top of the car.
I could have
and
done that.
drove.
Yes.
You could have easily done that.
I could have done that,
just letting you
but
know.
I decided against it.
Sure.
So he loves to pinch the backs of girls' arms.
Girls hate that.
Girls hate it.
that.
And he sniffs people too.
Well, girls hate that
contest the
more.
sniffing. It's
The only thing I can think of that's worse than that
Curiosity.
is telling a girl that she has frizzy hair.
Oh dear.
Frizzy hair, I'm
Girls-
okay with that.
Oh, they hate that though.
No, I'm okay with that because
That's not frizzy. It's curly. Frizzy
No,
means
that-
it's like
that's
damage.
frizz.
It's
That's
frizz.
frizz.
All right,
Frizz.
fair enough.
This is
Just letting you know
frizz.
what I have
What did you
experienced.
say? How dare you?
It's
Our systems detect that the host has wandered off the subject.
Look,
All right.
they did only give us an hour this time.
did.
We're not allowed, the top show is not allowed to go over an hour, so we got to keep
Dang
it
it.
down.
Okay, I just feel so constricted. Okay, so
my.
Triple H comes out. Not
Wait,
that
hold
kind
on.
of
Wait,
constricted.
Monday Night
Booby
Raw
trap.
recap.
Monday Night Raw recap. I got.
should probably just-
I said that at
Okay.
the very beginning while
Okay.
we were having like the lovemaking music
That's
on.
fine.
So
To your cousin.
to your cousin.
cousin love
Apparently,
making music.
I actually never mind.
no.
I am a bit of a hillbilly, but you're not my cousin.
Something you want to tell me?
He is wearing flannel though.
He is wearing flannel.
So Triple H.
H comes out.
Oh man.
Triple H comes out to the ring, informs us all that he was going to fire John Laurinaitis. But it's kind of weird because he can't fire John Laurinaitis, but he's saying that he was going to fire John Laurinaitis. He's still waiting on the board of the directors. And apparently tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, I'm assuming,
Tune into
we're gonna know.
WWE.com.
Yeah.
to know.
And they'll
And
get you.
basically, they're probably going to announce something else that people want us to actually hear rather than tell us if they're firing John Laurinaitis.
No, they'll probably just do that and then wait until next Monday to do anything important.
I just don't know why you drive people to the site. I'm a little confused by that. Unless it's a big announcement, but we'll see.
That's what
Because
it'll
usually,
probably be. Something
they
big.
like putting them to the site for big things.
Something big will come
Yeah,
up.
Yep.
I think so, definitely.
Speaking of something big,
Oh,
we
dear.
have something big, and that is Christopher Joseph on the line.
Calling it.
Calling in. Let him through.
I'm actually there.
No.
I'm under the table.
Oh dear.
Oh.
That's so.
What are
You
you,
feel-
why are you feeling my leg up? Oh,
Did you feel that? Did you like that?
I loved it.
I love that.
I know the spot. I know the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I see you kind of petting on the ear there.
All right, you know. How
Sorry,
are you?
Mike.
What
Oh,
are you
Moving
doing?
in.
How are you? What are you doing?
I'm awesome. Things are going really, really well. Sorry I couldn't be there, guys, but
It's okay.
Preston kind of mentioned it earlier. I got some great news, not too long ago, and that was from the Grammys asking if Vocari would participate within the Grammys Celebrity Gifting Lounge. So
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
really
Congratulations.
thank you. I'm pretty pumped up. So yeah, it's going good. I'm actually working on my website right now to launch it simultaneously with the first day of the gifting suites,
Oh, yeah.
which is the 9th, and it goes on until the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where I am. I'm plugging away, and I'll make that announcement closer to the date. It's going to be vocarifashion.com. So looking forward to that. And then sadly, I won't be with you guys next week either because
What?
I will be at the Magic Convention in Vegas.
Congratulations
like,
on that.
Preston said.
If anybody doesn't know what the Magic Convention is, it's a huge, huge clothing convention where people can show off their designs.
The be-all to end-all, that is fashion.
See,
Yes,
so
yes.
tell us a little bit about this Evan Bourne thing.
Yeah, I need to address this. You know, to everybody who's watching, here's the thing. I do my very best, you know, week in and week out to bring, you know, you appropriate news and my views on the show. And I kind of broke something that I preach a lot, and that's don't believe everything you read online. Well, I believed something I read online, and it was against my better judgment. So it is not true. Evan Bourne is not in rehab. That is not where he went. He just had a second strike and was suspended. So it's not true. I know Evan. He's a great guy. I wish him nothing but the best, and I truly look forward to him returning back to the ring. But I just wanted to put that out there. It was a mistake on my part. I own up to it, and
yeah, we're all
I made an oops.
You know, we all are. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes, and it's being the stronger person to admit when you're wrong. And so I'm sure that everybody appreciates that.
Oh, it definitely hit the dirt sheets rather quickly.
Yeah,
the fans waste no time, and
they
it's
do
cool
not.
To see that the fans they're on it, and
we
it's greatly
appreciate everybody watching and
Absolutely.
You know, everything, but
It's,
we're
you
not
know,
always right.
We have a responsibility. I'm married to Karma, the wrestler. So I have a responsibility too,
You
and
do.
I understand that sometimes it's hard. It's a blurry line. Sometimes Karma tells me something at home.
Wow, you've lost.
I was just
going to
say too. Tell Evan Bourne to
you've
pay me
lost
that
a few
$40 he
pounds,
owes me.
Yeah.
Jensen, you get around, brother.
Well, you know,
He does
it's
well for
it's
himself.
my partner of life. So I understand that there's certain things I can say and some things I can't say. Hard line to follow, though. Not
Yeah,
easy.
absolutely.
There you go.
Not easy.
That's an AfterBuzz exclusive.
Yeah, I have sex with Karma, guys.
Gonna have a mulatto baby.
Yeah.
One thing I can say though is here's an interesting little tidbit. You know the Grammys are in town when Justin Bieber's bodyguards knock out a paparazzi at the airport.
Like punched him?
Just so happened to be dropping off Lillian at the airport so that she could fly on down to do SmackDown, and it's right when it happened.
Sweet.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Cops all over the place. I'm like, what's going on? Justin Bieber's in town. Paparazzi
Knocking people
laid
out.
out. And
Well,
That's
that.
unbelievable.
I'm assuming Miz was supposed to catch one of them. And it just didn't work out.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, thank you so
blow.
much for calling in, and
Absolutely. I miss your amazingly beautiful mugs.
Thank you so much. Oh, I thought you were trying to
they're
get
right
in
here.
We have our
We
mugs.
have our mugs.
Well, you're going to see me in Vegas.
Absolutely, P. We'll get together.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Bye,
you
brah.
take care. Have
Later,
a good
dude.
night.
All right. Cheers,
Bye.
y'all.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
So Hunter came out.
Yes, Hunter came up.
Right.
And
Back to
he
the
was
show.
talking about how he's not going to accept Undertaker's challenge. How do you guys feel about that?
We
Well,
know he's going
he's
to.
going
Do you
to.
think he's going
HBK
to?
is coming back next week.
HBK is coming back.
Talk him into it.
It's a good storyline. though.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
good.
I
was,
like it.
Exactly. I've seen it before, but I was still super entertained by it, and I
I
thought
was
there was
too.
finally some motivation behind some of these feuds. It was some motivation there.
Yeah.
Is this weird that I actually like Triple H better now that he's like coming
Suited.
out in a suit?
Yeah.
And,
It's a different aspect
I don't
to him.
know.
It's a
I
different,
like that side of
like
him.
they say, every wrestler evolves, and this.
I
is
think it's
Triple
the teal
H's.
tie that he had on.
It must. It's either
You're a
that or
sucker
the
for
Vince
a tie.
McMahon style walk he
Yeah.
had going to it, but it's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
did he now?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was very nice.
Yeah, I was a fan of it.
And then Undertaker's promo.
It was awesome.
Loved the promo. Didn't need to see it 3 times.
You
Yeah,
can
it was
tell
very
he
much.
just got a really fresh haircut because they cut all his promos around the same time, and you know his haircut was looking quite dapper.
Tonight really was the clip show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for
The Clippers.
Yes, please don't bring them up while I'm doing this because I'll only think of them. But it really was like the WWE clip
Do
show.
you have tanks on your shirt?
I do have tanks on my shirt. I roll like that. But listen, I was extremely, I was impressed by the production tonight. I
It
said
was
that
very
many
well,
times. It's
but
good-
it
good
wasn't
production.
enough show. I think.
No, not a lot
it
of
seemed
wrestling.
like they just needed to fill a show. and they
Exactly.
didn't-
Well, I think they
Very
had a lot of.
strange.
They had so many people. They had all their heavy hitters and all the tag matches. that
Yeah,
they
that's
couldn't-
true.
Yeah.
Make some promos.
But I did like the
Let's not give the
packages.
girls more time though.
Oh, God forbid.
Not at all.
No, I did like the
Why would
segment
you show
stuff.
that?
It was good.
Yeah, I did too.
I stand by it.
Big Show, Daniel Bryan.
Another boring match after the 9th time I've seen it.
Well, Daniel Bryan brought out his young lady,
AJ.
AJ.
She hates wearing that thing.
She hates it.
She hates
neck
that.
thing.
Does not
neck
go
brace.
with her outfit at all.
Not hot either.
I think
No.
the highlight
It's
was
not
the
hot
the
either.
promo.
The promo.
Daniel Bryan's promo at the end.
It's crazy too because I asked you because I know you've known him for quite some time. Like I remember him being the shits on the microphone.
never very
I
good.
thought he was terrible.
He's
and
gotten
then
very
so good now.
Yeah.
I know between him and Ziggler and all these guys just
Sometimes
becoming
it just
incredible.
clicks for some people.
I know. Maybe
They
being at the
just-
big
I think
show.
catering to his weaknesses. You know that it's not really taking much to be overly lame. Like,
Yeah.
He's a bit of a nerd.
yeah.
Yeah.
A
So
bit of a nerd.
No, really?
But he's
Yes.
good at it.
I'm the champ.
I'm always hoping one day. I really genuinely think like Miz. You always knew Miz would have that defining promo where he's like, "I came here and people razzed me for 3 years. Now look at me." I do think there's an eventual Daniel Bryan
I believe
reference
so.
of the tie incident. Eventually, one
Oh,
day,
of course.
where he's just like, "You fired me because of something that was so minimal, and then you brought me back, and now I have grown into my own. And I would have done that earlier had you not fired me for a really weird offense."
For something you
What
told
was
me to
it?
do.
And for the people at home
people
that
who
don't
know, during NXT did this big takeover where everything was very violent and very edgy, and they broke the ring down and all this crazy stuff. And he put someone in, I guess, a crossface to an extent, and choked him with his own
Just
tie.
pulled the tie
back.
So he was choking him
to
out.
choke. It was like a ring announcer, and he was fired because they thought it was not PG.
Not
And then on
PG.
top of that, it also kind of mimicked a little of the Benoit stuff. That happened pretty recently compared
Okay.
to when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that now because I was
Yeah.
there when he got fired the first time.
He got fired for doing something they told him.
Yeah,
to do.
they told him to do right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they
he didn't
probably
just
got
do
in
it on
trouble.
his own. He was
No.
told to do it.
Probably
But
got
then
in
they-
trouble with the network, and so
the sponsors called, and so
Someone had to
someone
take
had
the
to go.
blame. And
That's
now
what-
look at him.
That's what happened with Fit, isn't it? Something like that happened with Fit.
Yeah,
it was
Fit
like
was,
a national anthem. He
Fit
did a
was
he did
producing
a-
the segment.
Yeah,
and
he did a
told
heel
someone to
bit.
go out.
Yeah, he did a heel bit during a Star Spangled Banner or national anthem. And then
Oh.
they've done that with Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah, but they're sponsored by the National Guard now. So
Yeah.
So
they
got in
came
big
down.
trouble.
Mhm.
Corporate money.
Oh dear, Courtney Duffy, I have to give you a shout out because you always ask me to shout you out, so I'm shouting you out.
Hey, Courtney.
She's a serial killer. Just letting you know.
Oh,
Shouts out.
No big deal.
okay. So YouTube promo there. So the network is gone.
I don't know if it's gone. It's definitely not their focus right now.
It has to be
they
on the back
definitely have
burner.
the Legends House. They have things that they're producing for the channel,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no home yet for the channel, and there's no. I mean, that's why they're pushing everyone to YouTube, probably
See what
to
sticks.
eventually
That's what
exactly
I think.
and
Like we talked about.
Yeah.
and to promote whatever ends up being their channel. They'll have an outlet to do programming there.
I just think that's a problem though because there's so many people who have so many WWE things
That's
already
already out
on
there.
YouTube. I mean, how are you going to compete with millions of people putting out millions of different
What they
footage?
record
But
on.
Ziggler has like Ziggler.0. He
Yep.
has like his own
He
Tosh
has just,
show.
like, yep.
Because we need another one of those. Another
Yeah.
Tosh show. Put one more on the air. And then they have one with Road Dogg where they look at old bad stuff. Like they look at old segments that are terrible.
Okay.
So they'll look at like badly produced stuff.
So it's
or,
Colt Cabana's segment,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Shout out
Colt.
Colt Cabana.
Sorry, Colt. $5 wrestling and the art of wrestling. Colt's been doing it for a
It's his
while.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
longer,
Colt.
A little bit more entertaining.
There's a lot of sorry Colts.
There is a lot of sorry Colts.
But that seems to be what they're pushing people to, and your YouTube channel is a little different than your real channel that was
Yeah.
going to be on cable. And the big reason in my mind, I don't know this as an insider or anything, but it's going to be hard to get a cable channel when you bring revenue to the cable company as a pay-per-view thing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to want that $50.
They want, they want that.
Yeah.
They don't
markup.
want, they don't want the channel off on its own, $14 a month or whatever you end up charging. It's not as much.
Well, I want to give a special shout out because I'm launching my new YouTube channel today.
Oh, fantastic.
But, I mean, I don't
push
know
it.
if you've got one yet.
I have
but-
one too.
Oh,
Prodigy
YouTube,
Superstar. It's
YouTube
fun.
did something for you
They
too?
did. We came to an agreement. I went on the
good.
website.
Good.
And I said, I want my own
You know,
channel.
You get your own
Okay.
backslash and everything,
Everything.
right?
You guys, Gmail gave me an email address.
Cut it out.
Yes. Yes.
I have an email address.
AfterBuzz TV
I
exclusive.
think you have a website, don't you?
I did have a website.
How
and
did you make that happen? through
I don't know.
Who do you know at WWW?
How much did you pay them? Millions, probably, right?
I paid him like $14.
Oh, Jesus.
I
There you go. I
know.
like that.
I like that a lot. Mhm.
Well, we're
That's
listen.
fantastic.
We're not dogging. We just want to see this channel because we are fans and we would like to
Exactly.
watch it. Right?
Yeah.
I want to see some good wrestling television.
Me too.
Or at least see some good old wrestling
Did
television.
you guys ever hear about The Rock's show that it was a TV show? He signed a deal with somebody, and it was about like 1980s wrestling.
No.
There was like a big story about it. So I'm just wondering if networks are going to like force WWE not to do this type of thing because
They have other things going.
they have other things going.
I don't think Vince has ever been considered a Hollywood player, and not in a mean way, but it's he lives outside of that world.
XFL.
And when I worked there, he was the king of making sure everyone knew he lived outside of that.
Yeah.
None of us were allowed to really talk about our agents, and not in a mean way. Just that's not what we're talking about here. You know, we weren't union writers.
Well, I got in trouble for when I tried to do stuff on my own. Like,
Right.
That's why I'm no longer with that company, is because I really wanted to start doing things outside my company, because spandex may look good now, but 10 years from now, 15 years from now, I think I need somewhere to go.
Sure.
So I started talking about that with WWE, is how I wanted to start doing outside things. All of a sudden, I'm fired right before Celebrity Apprentice. And so they really don't care about the Hollywood world.
They don't want in it, right?
They don't care, because that was just one example, but there's been many other
Sure.
examples. Mickey started doing her music soon after that. Bye-bye.
Right.
You know, guys seem to, some guys can go out and do it, but other guys, they're like, hell no, you can't leave us.
It's
You
a bubble.
can't- It is.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I never understood that part of it.
Well, if you want to get on a YouTube channel, we know where to go.
We do know where to go. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's
Prodigy
promoted.
Superstar, if you'd
Yes.
like to watch any of our
Yeah.
shows,
Yep.
you can go on that.
Sure.
Big
It's
bucks.
a PSA, and
There you go.
we do. So there's that. Elimination Chamber. There's only been 6 people, or is that a lot? I don't know. 6 times where the title's
There's-
been lost?
No.
Is that a lot or a little?
It's a lot.
Okay.
That is a lot.
That's
How
a
many
ton.
Elimination Chambers have there been?
I think there's been 8.
Oh!
No. Is it 8? I don't know. Someone will
thought
tell
they
us.
said
Someone will
8 or
tweet us.
9.
Someone tell us.
Someone tell us
I'm
how
sure
many
I'm wrong.
Elimination
But I
Everybody's
Chambers
do,
have
quick
there
to
been?
tell me.
I do know that that's a ton.
That is a lot.
A lot. I mean, that doesn't even happen at like
So who
other big
knows what's going to
WrestleMania,
happen
their
at
biggest pay-per-view.
WrestleMania?
But that's what I think that's why I think there are so many title changes.
cleans it
is
up
because it
before
cleans it
Wrestle-
up
yeah,
before
exactly.
WrestleMania. That's the reason, is like, well, we can fix it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we can all sort of agree
That's
we don't
why I
believe
think
Sheamus is
exactly.
going to have
That's
the
why
main
they gave
event.
it to
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We'll just switch it into a match or.
So we got to see the coffee mug, David Otunga, and Sheamus's match. You know, what was Otunga doing?
It was a squash match.
Yeah, I
Squash.
mean, he had nothing to do with John Laurinaitis in the back, so they're like, let's feed him to Sheamus.
Let's give
Yeah.
They needed-
Sheamus strength going
Yeah.
into the pay-per-view.
Give him a couple more jobs
Okay.
And you just shouldn't give him a microphone
at all.
at all.
Yeah,
'cause
you
he
guys
was-
don't like him on the
I
microphone.
don't
No.
like him, period.
I don't like him, period.
I don't think he's good.
I also don't like wrestlers who wear belts, even if it's their street clothes. Just don't wear a belt. I don't know why I have
At
a
all.
problem with it. Just don't. I just don't like
Or
it.
get ready to, at least when Hogan would wear, what is it, the back strap?
He took it out first.
He would
I
take,
know.
he would take it off
Take it
first,
off.
and then he'd
See?
take the whipping.
And so
you
did
know?
Flair. And so did Flair.
So
Both of them
you
used to
gotta-
take the belt out.
At least wrap it up on a fist or something. Hit him with it.
You know why I think it looks weird? Because when you normally are wearing a belt, it's for a championship. And then when you're wearing a snakeskin or braided belt, you just look like a tool. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
I
just
get
wanted
it.
to make sure you knew what I meant.
I did not like the bump on the apron from the clothesline.
No.
I don't know if Sheamus didn't let go or
No.
Otunga just took it bad. I
Yes.
just didn't like it at all.
Let's blame it on Otunga's ugly shoes that he had on.
Okay, now
terrible.
this
Blame
is
it on
when
the
we were
shoes.
all talking, and all of a sudden I hear that Natty now is doing some kind of farting gimmick
on
problem.
SmackDown, Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter, who most likely trained in, like, what do they call
She
it?
did train in the
Yeah,
dungeon.
In the dungeon. Where,
Stu
like,
Hart's dungeon.
Let's just think
Stu
those
Hart-
promos stink, all right?
Owen Boo. Owen Hart.
I got
Talk
all kinds
on
of
your
crappy
telephone.
jokes.
Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Chris Benoit. Who else is trained in
I
this?
think Jericho, Lance
Jericho,
Storm.
Lance Storm,
Yeah,
you're nailing
Jericho,
it. Those are the guys.
Lance Storm.
Anyone who's ever been good at wrestling from Canada has been through this dungeon. And they have given the daughter of that little clan, basically, the gimmick at SmackDown that she has a farting problem. Timed perfectly. Oh no, those are my farts. It's not him. Don't worry.
Oh, well, thank you.
He's
for,
mic'd out of his ass.
Yeah, I have a mic. I always have a mic in my butthole. So wait,
Keistered that.
yeah. So yeah, she
That's too close to home.
too close, too much. No, but I don't even know what you tell your parents. Like I had a tough enough time telling my parents what I was writing for WWE, let alone my gimmick is I'm farting.
having your entire family
Yeah.
in wrestling,
Yep.
and all of a sudden, Daddy.
Yeah. They've given me this new gimmick. Oh, a new gimmick? That sounds great.
wonderful.
Could be new merch for you or whatever. Yeah. No, they're really high on it. Oh, they're high on the gimmick?
They're called
yeah.
the Natalia Whoopee Cushions.
I shart myself
While I'm stretching.
while I'm stretching. Yeah, that's the gimmick. And then I don't know, do they ignore it?
Do they need to put the girls any lower in the ground?
Yes.
Let's not bury them 6 feet under. Let's
Whoa,
bury them
farting.
8,
23
20. Like, what?
And they'll stink.
Why?
well, they're not as good. I'm doing my Vince. No, I don't know. It's sad. It is. I mean, even if a dude had a farting gimmick, we'd be making the same jokes. Because
if it was Santino,
if it was Santino, okay. If
Sure.
no, this is not. I'm not okay with
No.
it.
Or
If
they
it
should
was
give that
Mick
gimmick to
Foley,
Drew
okay,
McIntyre.
fine. Mick Foley, got it.
Or give it to one of the girls who can't wrestle.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't give it to the only other girl in the company who can
true.
actually wrestle.
that has a chance of bringing it somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My gimmick of
That
her.
everybody respects already because of her family. Like,
Yeah.
what in the hell are they doing? That
Taking
is-
away her respect. She must want to go somewhere and do something important with her life.
She must want
She
to do
must have
Celebrity
mentioned
Apprentice.
the fact, hey guys, I can wrestle.
Yeah.
Oh, farting gimmick.
Farting gimmick. Go.
What the?
My gimmick of her having pubic hair that looks like her father's goatee now looks kind of classy. Looks kind of good, right? Doesn't seem as embarrassing to have it just like.
All right, so Chris Jericho
Fair
came
enough,
out,
fair enough.
called everybody wannabes.
Yep.
He's a wannabe.
And
Wannabe,
he's
wannabe.
showing signs of what the full gimmick will be. We've been questioning for months or a month now. Is the idea that he thinks that people have eaten off his plate.
Yes.
Yes.
Per se, he believes that he started something and people have taken
I
it,
came out with Stephanie McMahon.
and no one else has.
I just say hit cricket sounds real quick.
Yeah. There it is.
Thank you.
Your crickets sound so roided up. But yeah,
Crickets farting.
Yeah, it's terrible. Natalia crickets. No, I mean, I do love that though. I really do love the
I
idea
love that,
of
but
him.
I still think that they shouldn't have done what they did at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
with
me
him.
too. It seems like
It's
it lowered
still-
his stock.
It was like,
Yeah.
okay, throw everybody out. Okay, Sheamus, whatever. It doesn't matter.
There
Like,
have been 13 chamber matches.
I mean,
Thank you,
how much
Jake M.
longer
Larson.
has Jericho got to be in the company anyways? So
Yeah.
why not let him go out and put guys over by giving him the Royal Rumble match and
I
then
agree.
don't...
I agree, 100%.
Drives me crazy. He says he's the best in the world, of course.
Yeah. I don't need a
CM
shirt.
Punk.
I don't need a shirt to say
But your
it.
world is over.
Your world is over, as you know
World
it.
is
What?
over, yeah.
So CM Punk, no talkie. Yeah, I like that though. That was nice.
That was great.
When he
The
came
whole
out.
segment
It was a
I thought
switch. It was a little switch.
Yeah.
It was a little
I
switch.
thought the
Segment
whole
was
segment
great.
was well done.
New CM Punk t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did see that.
Yeah.
What was it?
In Punk
In
We
Punk We
Trust.
Trust.
In Punk We Trust.
I think
Yes.
Jericho proved that he's the best on the microphone, too.
Yeah. He
There.
just talks.
He just talks.
Just lets it flow.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't need material.
It's not forced.
You can tell too that the whole thing that he's going with. He doesn't necessarily believe that
Sure.
people, but he made you believe.
I mean, I don't think he really believes that Kofi Kingston
I was reading.
really stole his gimmick. I mean, I don't think that's a real
No,
one. But I
just,
do think he
think-
does feel CM Punk maybe took some of the postmodernism from him, or I do think he probably sees
Well, he
small
tweeted
things.
about it
Yeah.
for a
For
while.
everybody at home that doesn't understand the post-modernism.
Well, it's just that admitting to what's
Like myself.
happening. Well, no, it's like when Ferris Bueller looks at the camera, or Zach Morris looks at
yes,
the camera.
okay.
It's admitting that something is going on
Yes.
beyond the kayfabe.
It's the fourth wall.
Exactly.
Breaking
Beyond
the fourth
the
wall.
storylines we know.
Yes.
Jericho
The
is one of the
sixth
pioneers.
dimension to performing.
Right.
Jericho's one of the pioneers, so I think that he maybe sees CM Punk as a rebellious postmodern character, and he might see himself in that.
You're explaining like crazy stuff to me.
What is that from? Do we know where that's from?
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
Artie
Oh,
Lang.
I love Artie Lang.
Artie.
All right.
Hey, Artie.
Good one.
So Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, and Randy and Great Khali.
Great
Weird.
Khali. I
Interesting
just cannot
matchup.
stand.
You guys, former tag team champions, Randy Orton and Great Khali. No, I'm kidding. They're definitely
You
not.
mean
they're not.
future tag team champions?
This is the worst pairing ever.
I mean, they made a little something out of it with the chop and tag in.
Listen, I can't even imagine them.
That was the bare minimum they
That
could
was-
make with that.
They kept him out of the match.
You guys,
though.
I can't even imagine them carpooling, let alone tag teaming. Like, I can't even imagine them having something to talk about together.
They would not have catering together.
No, they wouldn't even know each other in catering. It would just
No.
be pure pass by.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But my favorite, I told this in the other room, but Great Khali one time in the airport, I was pretty lonerly like when I was there. So I would just walk through the airport and get to my little plane if I wasn't on Vince's plane.
With your backpack.
With my little backpack. And I'd
Backpack.
walk through and then
Apparently
I
a Hello
Britney,
Kitty.
Britney
I was wearing
Spears
a-
notepad.
I was wearing a Hello Kitty bag. One of the reasons I didn't go over so well in WWE. But I'm going through the airport.
Just
I was
like that?
walking, and,
ding, ding, ding,
and I
ding,
look
ding.
over to my side, and there's this gargantuan man, and he's trying on glasses at a Sunglass Hut kiosk. Like, he's just like, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And he just turns to me, and he's wearing wraparound Oakleys from like the 80s, and he just goes, hey. And I was like, hey. And he was like, do you like these? And I was like,
Oh my
I was like, sure, they're great. He's like, thanks. And then we just walked away. That was it. Like, he was like, there's that little kid who's the writer. And then that was it. We've never talked ever again. We never spoke again. I helped him pick out glasses. And then just walked to my airplane.
Next night on Raw.
Because you have a
Claim to
glasses
fame.
tattoo
Thank
on
you.
your arm. So you must know what good
He's like,
glasses are.
Sorry.
There's the kid with the glasses. Ask him about glasses.
Slowly walking.
What if they were like, Great Khali wants to see you? And I was like, oh, that's so weird. And I go in there and he goes, oh, Miz wants glasses. Tell him what glasses look good on Miz. Like, I've just become like the glasses. High five. I just become like the expert on glasses from Khali. You're not a good writer, but you're very good at glasses.
There's no gimmick.
Excuse me. You hide in bathroom a lot because you're afraid of bullying. That's okay. Just tell people you're good at picking glasses.
Cue Mickey James song.
I'm crying.
As all the hosts died from laughter. We all died.
Need Khali music.
All right, I think we're back.
Oh, yeah. 56 days till WrestleMania.
55, 56,
55. Michael Cole said 56, but screwed it up.
Oh, he screwed it up.
He did screw it up. He said 56, and then when he came back, they were like, I meant 55.
He did say when he came back, he did try to. Well, Lawler covered it up.
Lawler
Like, you're always a day short.
Yeah.
It was just nice.
Cena promo, I like.
It was
I
incredible, incredibly done.
I like this
Very
promo.
well done.
This is what should have happened months and months ago when we were sitting here being like, "Where's his edge? Where's his backbone?" That's the story. The story's not you paid for a ticket, you should boo or applaud. That sounds pansy. That sounds horrible. No one gets behind that. But if you say, I have a good time. I'm good for the world. I do good things.
I give back.
I give back. I'm not necessarily concerned about your booing because I really feel like I'm doing a good thing.
Right.
I'd be like, you know what? He's right. He's right.
You can get behind that.
Yes.
But they wanted people to boo for a little bit, though.
I don't know.
They've probably been
much.
sitting on this promo for a while.
This was the perfect promo.
It was a perfect promo, and I feel like now it's a fight for the fans.
Yeah.
Like Rock Cena is a fight for the fans.
Yeah,
and
they're-
like
and
I'm
Cena will
interested to
keep
see
hitting
when it's
him.
going to end.
Cena's going to keep hitting Rock with the "You're never here."
yes,
You don't do house shows.
Right.
You don't. No one cares that you're here. Really. I mean, you're just a stunt. And if he keeps hitting that hard and saying, "I do this," I'm on the road. What do you
Fans
say?
will turn.
I
He said
really feel
320
that.
days.
The
Yes.
fans are going to turn on Rock.
I agree.
I think so.
If
I
they
think so.
keep to
Nobody
this,
wants to boo a guy that does Make-A-Wish stuff or
No.
is with children.
No.
and
He makes it so hard to hate him.
he does.
Yes.
It's
And
like,
by
how
the
are you
way-
going to be mad at the Boy Scout that takes his grandmother across the street and buys all the cookies
Yeah,
for all the
you guys,
homeless
you
kids that have no place to? You can't
Keep
hate
in
them.
mind that The Rock has flown on a humongous bumblebee on the Journey 2 poster. So I understand that might be as important as taking care
That's in
of,
the
of
next
children.
promo.
Yeah, I mean, but I would just say, if I were Cena and I was trying to pitch a storyline, I would just say, let me be this guy, let Rock be Hollywood, and let us go at each other. I'm the
Rock's
working,
gonna
I'm the
lose
working
if-
man, and you are
Hollywood
the Hollywood
Rock.
writer. That's it. You know.
and I feel like this is the way they can keep going if
agree.
they do it smart and make it the
The
fight
Rock
for the
could
fans.
connect with like the
Well, they have
teenager,
55
though,
days to screw it up.
They do, not 56.
So many days to screw it up.
So
Even
many
though there
days.
isn't 56.
There's like 8 Monday Night Raws.
There's
coming.
another pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like
god.
one pay-per-view and like, I don't know, like 9 SmackDowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Rock's promo, it was all Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood.
Yep.
This was what Cena does for the company and around the company.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've seen it firsthand. He is one of the best individuals with the kids.
Yeah.
One of the best. I don't know if I've ever seen someone that's as good with the kids as he is.
Sure.
Like they come up and they're like, ah! and he just embraces them.
Yeah.
I've heard that, I don't know if it's true, but he's done more Make-A-Wish appearances or
Than
grants more
anybody.
wish
Than
than
any
anyone
person,
in
right?
the
Than
anyone.
history
Yeah,
of the...
that's true.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's true.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It's who everybody wants.
That's
to
what
see.
it's about.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
not
like
only
he
is
is a
it
big
who-
kid though. Like he's just blown up bigger than an actual kid. He seems like a big kid. Like if I was 5 years old, I'd be like, yay, see it
Be awesome. Yeah.
I think
Because
it's
he
crazy
moves
that
like a cartoon.
he's not even the most requested, though. He actually grants them. Because there are a lot of people who are probably requested. And
Right.
there are probably people get requested a lot, but they don't they don't
Can't do
it.
all of them, yeah.
Yeah, and they can't do it, and I'm sure
Or the kid can't be there either. That's the other
His closing ratio is high.
it's insane.
Yep. He's the Dennis Eckersley of Make-A-Wish.
Eve, Kelly, Alicia, Tamina, Beth, Natalia, and the Bellas. Okay.
Listen. We make. I'll devil's advocate a little. We are the advocates for Divas Wrestling. We always, every week, say that we think that there should be crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
This week, we all paid attention through the whole match. We all went, oh, 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
It's a start.
It
is
seemed
a
like
start.
Eve owed Beth some sort of money.
It seemed that
pissed
Beth,
her off.
it seemed that
And
Beth
one of
was
the
in a bad
Bellas,
mood.
too.
One of the Bellas.
Because Beth
Oh.
is usually very, like, just, she's in there, but she's usually in there and not. So,
I think they're really pushing her. There's no competition for her.
Yes. Yeah.
No competition
They
for her.
yeah,
No
she
competition
Those
for
were
her.
stiff.
Killing her.
That
Yes.
hitty to the titty.
I thought for sure I would
That
have
she
seen
gave to
Karma
the
already,
Bella.
though.
oh, yeah.
And then the Bella
chop.
came in and gave some sweet little
Oh,
shots
yeah.
to
The
head.
weakest
They were
head,
like,
head blows ever.
I didn't even see it.
Which you would think the girls would be a little bit more vicious when it comes to that.
I'm sorry. Someone just hit me in the chest that hard. I'm
Yeah.
killing whoever I'm getting in the ring with next.
That's
I'd be like,
pretty serious.
bitch, you hit me hard.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yelling like something. But
That was along the lines of that Sheamus move that Sheamus does. But it was front and right on the boob. It was serious.
It was the nipple
It
hit.
was
The
but
Irish
I love
nipple hit.
Tamina. I'm so
I'm gonna hit you in the nipple, fella.
Bella,
So
I'm
crazy.
gonna hit you in that. Bella,
in the Bella.
Bella, get over here, Bella.
I will hit you.
Unbelievable. Oh man, I love titties.
Where's that one from? I just want to know all the origins.
40-year-old version.
Good one. Good one.
Titties.
I'm really bad at calling those. I didn't know.
You would think, as you're a movie buff too.
I know. Well,
I
I'm
love seeing
better at glasses.
Tamina. I like. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Tamina in the ring was awesome. I want to see more.
Snuka's daughter.
She had a really good match 2 weeks ago with Natalia. That was probably one of the better Divas matches that I've seen, and it actually went more than a minute.
Was it on SmackDown?
Sweet.
It was on SmackDown.
We like this. We like to hear these things.
Cool.
So The Rock's on Jay Leno. Back to the Hollywood thing.
Yep.
Yeah, tonight.
So,
Hollywood
tonight.
Maivia.
Hollywood Maivia.
If you
A
want
very
to see,
strange clip of Jay Leno.
really weird.
Like they just cut it.
It was so strange, but I guess they were only given a small bit.
the
But it's just so
wrestling
funny because
part.
it was just like so. They were like, "So what do you think about WrestleMania?" And he was like, "WrestleMania is gonna be crazy, man. It's just. I feel like," and it was just like, "Watch The Rock on Leno," and I was like, mid thought, we didn't even get a good thought
No, it
from
was
him.
a very bad clip.
I thought so.
Very bad
Very
clip.
strange.
From a night of all promos, you would have thought that would have been a little bit cleaner.
Triple H, Johnny Ace backstage. Oh, this is when he said the
Humanistic, one of the new words on AfterBuzz TV.
I want to give him credit because Triple H did a callback at the end and was like humanistic. Like,
Yeah, so maybe it was
Moron.
planned.
I like to think, but if not, it shows Hunter
And Triple H is
really
honest.
at his best.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that, I mean, that
I'd
was
like
really
to think
great.
Triple H is probably.
Me
at
too.
his
I mean,
best.
listen. He's always very fast and quick, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't shock me. But it was. I mean, to hear him say human, immediately I went wrong word.
What is he? It's what-
Absolutely wrong
what he
word.
said.
Just immediately. That's not real. That doesn't happen.
I had trouble just spelling it, trying to look it up to see if it was there.
You're using your autocorrect.
Humanist. I'm like texting my girlfriend, how do I spell this?
Yeah.
FaceTiming
10
her.
years, 13 chambers.
Yeah.
13
chambers, 7
times.
changes.
7 changes, yeah.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
more
But I
than-
think it goes to show the
Yeah,
pay per view
it's a cleanup.
itself.
So
is-
not 6, 7?
That's what we're told on
I mean, according to the tweet fans.
and it's
Which
a lot
they're
of Twitters.
probably
I was
right.
gonna say they're probably
They're
right.
usually
I mean,
right.
remember there were 56 days left till WrestleMania. I'm going to trust
Correct.
the tweets.
And
more
now
than
we
them.
get to know that Shawn Michaels is coming back. A
Yep.
kissy smoochy ass over on Johnny Ace.
No, he's gonna force Triple H into taking on the Undertaker.
You want to hear my
Yeah.
theory? My theory is they bring back Shawn Michaels. This is really
Eve
my
has
theory.
a potential injury. She was brought to the back with a bleeding nose.
Really?
Really, Dominic?
Are you backstage?
Are you?
He's like, no,
And we
I'm-
care
You
because
can read
He's
anything
like, I
online.
just put 2 tampons in her nose. It's
Oh,
terrible.
gross.
Okay, here's my theory.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels comes back next week, convinces Triple H to do the match with Undertaker. At WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels interferes with the match, costing Triple H the win, saying that Shawn Michaels can't allow anyone else to win the Undertaker, to beat the Undertaker streak because he wasn't able to in 2 of the biggest matches in WWE history.
Yes. Okay. And
I
then
like
where
it.
do they go from
I
there?
think that
They don't
sounds
go anywhere.
Well, Shawn can't do anything, so
Shawn's
he's out.
off.
And
Triple
then
H is
Triple
done.
H isn't really wrestling anyway. And then maybe we get Shawn Michaels, Triple H at a WrestleMania.
One more time.
One more time.
Maybe for next year.
Or a
And then that's
three-way.
it.
Because we won't have Undertaker after this year.
Well, I assume
Most
that's,
likely.
well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe most likely.
20 years.
That's a lot. So I would say, but that's what I'm saying. Nothing happens past that except maybe down the road of Michaels Triple H at WrestleMania.
Okay.
See, I think if they were
I'm game for
smart,
that. That sounds good.
if they were smart, they do Punk and Taker for the title.
I agree.
Because then it gives you the idea that Punk's the only one who could beat him because nobody
Torch
thinks
pass.
Taker's going to win the title.
A real torch pass.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
That won't happen,
Who?
though.
Who against who?
Taker.
Punk and Taker?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the dream.
Torch pass.
That is the dream.
Because then you toy with the fact if Punk's still the champ.
Okay.
How does he lose?
How does he lose? Because Taker's obviously does the one and out. So Taker's not going to win the title.
No.
So then you really get people believing Taker's going to lose. And who's better to pass it off than Punk?
The
Well,
real,
that's who I've always wanted to
isn't
see
the
last
real
one.
dream, which is never going to happen, but isn't the real dream Punk Austin?
Yes.
Yeah. But that never happens.
I think it will.
Really?
I do. Austin said if he ever comes back, it'll be against Punk. And I think Austin's got one more in him.
I think for sure he does. He pulled out when he still had it.
It'd be an amazing match.
Be the
an
greatest.
amazing problem. Because you know Austin would be at every single Raw leading
That's the
up to
thing.
it.
You won't have this Rock in and out
And
thing.
they would go back and forth like it's
No.
nobody's business.
I get it.
Oh, and then them on the mic would just be awesome.
The best part about, and I don't know if anyone, I'm sure the Twitter fans noticed, but the best part about Punk's promo back in June when he cut like that shoot promo
real
on the
one, yeah,
stage
yeah.
was the fact that he was wearing a Stone Cold
Stone Cold
t-shirt.
shirt, I
That was my
know.
favorite
It
part
was
of the whole,
great.
because they were feuding on
I know.
Twitter.
That
he
and
came
Cabana.
out.
That and
Yep,
Cabana were my
anyway.
two favorite parts. I agree.
Yeah. I like this.
That was a good one.
And everybody, Mike Bennett.
Yep.
So
You guys, that was a lot of writing for me at Raw. I'm gonna go hide in the bathroom.
Okay. First, will you tell me
Bye.
about these
See you later.
glasses?
Tell me about these glasses.
Do you guys think I'm the only?
Would you
this
like
is an
to-
honest question? Do you guys think I'm the only WWE writer to have ever hidden in the bathroom?
No!
I don't think so either. Right?
No,
I
not
don't
at
think
all.
hide in the bathroom.
I don't
did.
think you're the only
Yeah.
writer, or I don't think, I
Wrestler.
bet there was wrestlers.
Yeah.
Tons.
I
used to
hid
do
in
it
the
all the
bathroom.
time. Really?
I did. And
get
I
it.
would find a bathroom that was far away that I
Me
could hide in.
too. Me
Because
too. I would go to
did
like a
not-
Taco Bell. I was like down the street. Like I'm scared.
I know when you're there as
Fitz gonna walk
extras,
in.
some of the boys come and change with you. We had like Sabu come change with us, and Sandman. Michaels came in one time because it was like the locker room's too small, so he's changing with the extras.
So
Like
weird.
it's the weirdest people will come in.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
they either have heat or
I
they just
didn't
don't
want
want
heat.
it.
I
Or
was
it's
hiding.
just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sometimes changing in the locker room with everybody else, you're just like,
Yeah.
no, I just want to not think.
Yeah.
So you
Like-
change with the people who are more uncomfortable, which are
Totally.
the extras.
They're just like,
And they're not going to
Like,
say anything
I hope
to
he
you.
doesn't talk to me.
Shit.
But I remember I would talk to like girlfriends and they'd be like, "Why is there an echo?" I'd be like, "It's a small arena." Like, I had nothing to say. I was
Nobody's
like,
in the arena yet?
I was like, "This is terrible."
Was that Flushing?
Yeah. It's like, why do I hear Natalia farting? That's a gimmick.
Oh dear.
Now I have to pee.
Toilet. So, Undertaker package again, and Johnny Laurinaitis again backstage. I don't know. It just drives me crazy.
I don't know what the point of the promo was.
I know.
I guess
I
just
don't
to
even
put over
remember
the-
it now.
No, to hype up, send traffic towards WWE.com.
And
Okay.
HBK.
See, yeah,
And
and then
And
hype up
HBK.
HBK. And
Okay. So then we have the six-pack challenge. R-Truth, Dolph Ziggler, Jericho, CM Punk, Kofi, and The Miz.
I want to shout out R-Truth. I know
Oh,
you
dear.
a speedy recovery.
So what we saw was R-Truth looked like he had a spot with The Miz where he was going to jump out of the ring into his arms, just like, and then fall with it. That's the catch.
Catch the person
Catch him
needs
while
to
he's
catch
falling.
you.
And there was
no catch.
I
There
mean,
was
a foot off.
There
A
was
foot
an
off.
arm where he braced his fingers.
Yeah. And that looked
which
terrible.
Looked painful.
Terrible.
Oh.
And
And he just hit.
his head
He hit.
bounced.
He hit hard.
People, if you want to know if wrestling is fake or real,
Yeah, just watch that.
just ask R-Truth.
There's no way
And
you
Evan
can
Bourne.
brace.
or poor Sin Cara.
Oh my gosh! Shout out Sin Cara.
Have we even heard Sin Cara breathe?
No, they did. They
should
dicked
check
him.
for-
They sent out his shirts and then
No, they never sent those
His
shirts out. By
penis
the
shirts.
Way.
Penis shirts!
So sad.
So
The
upset.
saddest Hanukkah. I got that on Hanukkah. The letter that said that shirt has been discontinued.
On Hanukkah. What a
Obviously,
sad
they
What a
hate,
letdown.
hate Jews.
They Jericho did the nice heel thing of hanging out on the outside for a while.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Then, of course, the Miz and Truth thing happened. Then Dolph with the somersault kip up, which we didn't even get to see.
Yeah, they didn't put
I
it
saw
on.
it. I paid attention.
In the back,
He
though.
did.
Not,
It's
no,
like
we,
in the
we should have
background.
seen
Dive.
it. We should have seen it better.
I like the fake dive too.
I know. You are so upset because
I've been doing that in Ring of Honor for a year now. I'm just calling that out.
loves to do it.
My fake dive spot. But I love you, Dolph, so
A lot of fake.
Way better than me.
A lot of fake Colts out
You
there.
could expect some Twitter beef in a little bit, my man. You are not the heel anymore. You could start pound sign healing everything.
Yeah.
You're the pound sign heel.
Just take it now. Now you got to go in the ring and do a handstand.
Well, I will. I'll do sit-ups in my next match.
Perfect.
You don't show off.
I plan on doing it.
You don't show off. You show out now. You show out.
Okay.
My face dropped.
It did. You were very sad. Very sad.
We already know who he's going to be feuding with when he gets to the WWE.
It's the big show.
Just a bunch of fake dives. The whole match. Here I come. No,
A bunch of you guys get to the top rope really fast too, high flying, and just jump down.
And then
axe handle smash.
And then immediately run to the bathroom.
with your glasses.
And he does wear glasses.
See, perfect.
You can pick them
We'll have
out
to bring
before.
them the next week. We have to bring them to see if you like them. You know?
I think those glasses. Bring Jensen in. He's more of the expert.
Golly, those are great glasses. Where can I get a pair?
That little Jewy kid who looks like a young Elvis Costello or Milhouse.
If you could be a human Milhouse.
He picked them out. He's an expert.
By the way, I've given Great Khali more. I've given him more personality today than he had in his entire WWE career.
And he's had acting bits too.
He's been in movies.
No speaking
He was in the
role.
longest yard. He was in the longest yard.
Talkie roll.
No ducky ducky.
No.
No kicky balls.
You guys,
He loves text messaging.
Gougy eye.
We're getting to the real. We're getting to the real star of Raw.
Who's that?
The weirdo possible sexual assault.
No, not yet. Because I
Okay.
want to talk about the Jericho Punk standoff.
Fair.
Jericho Punk standoff
Fair.
in the middle of the match.
Yes.
Which was awesome. Then led to the superplex. And then we got to the awesome spot with Dolph and Punk. Like, so great. Just, off the ropes into the
Because
thing.
the crowd was relatively dead the whole match.
Well, they had tried that
before.
Yeah. And it failed.
It looked really good, though.
It looked really good this time.
They got it this time.
They
were
tried it
practicing
before, and
on
they
the road.
failed.
They got it down on the road. They're like, we're bringing it to Raw.
Yeah,
It's
do
ready for national television.
The whole ending sequence really got the crowd back into it. So
Yeah, it was
whatever
good.
they did was... I think the crowd was like, oh, R-Truth is dead. So we need to come back.
And
they
can
really
you
did.
even imagine, like, calling a match after losing a person?
You
Like,
plan everyone in it, so...
Yeah.
Unless R-Truth relatively had no part in the match.
but I can't imagine that happening. He had to have some part
course
with
he did.
Miz.
Had to have, yeah. Had to have.
So it was like, and then Kofi was in there for a long time.
Kofi was.
Who's
Jericho.
the leader?
Well, he
there?
had to do
Who's-
double
who-
now.
Who leads? Punk?
Jericho. Punk.
Jericho, you're right. I didn't even
Either
think of Jericho.
Punk or Jericho.
Wow.
Yeah. And
tough
so if
I would say Jericho, though, because Jericho's going to be like, no,
Yeah.
Jericho's done it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk has too, but Jericho's going to be like, I've done this.
And I think Punk would
On a bigger
bow
scale.
to. I think Punk would bow to Jericho.
I think Punk's
Yeah.
respect for wrestling, he'd be like,
Yeah. Go ahead. You do.
And that's always how it's been with wrestling too, is giving away too much
Old
right
dog.
now. But usually it's also the heel. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Heel leads.
Heel leads.
Oh.
And so then it's like, well, not only has he been there forever, but he's also a heel.
Right.
So he's going to lead the match. But I just cannot even imagine losing a person and trying to have call a match after
Or how
that.
The Miz probably felt. Oh.
God.
Or not
Well, he
catching
was
him.
off.
You know what,
after
though? I'm
that.
going to
Like,
say,
he was
yeah.
totally
I'll
off.
take some of the heat off of Miz. I don't think he had a shot to get over to him.
No, I don't think
Well,
he did.
I think that the Miz was doing the whole like I'm getting up thing, and then and then the Truth was just coming over like before he was even up.
Yeah, it seemed weird.
It was very weird.
Something
I don't
went-
think The Miz would bail on him like that.
No
That's
way.
the only thing.
No.
No, of
And
course
by the
not.
way, didn't he? I'm saying by the definition of bail, I don't think he bailed.
I don't think he did either.
It looked like he was completely off and then went to reach for him.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a bail to me, but I don't know.
Then weird. Okay, continue on with the weird sexual.
Well, I was going to say
Jericho gets the win.
Miz would make a pretty good Patriots receiver, though.
Yeah.
Easy joke.
He's
so
so
wait.
cool.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, he's so cute.
At least the voice, at least the clips and theme.
They are.
Which I'm proud of.
Yes.
So we get up to leave. We get up to come into this small room and
Yes.
have yellow mugs, and we realize there's another segment
Yeah.
to Raw,
Uh-huh.
which was they had Eve in a back room screaming
In her towel.
screaming in a sexual assaulty way. Ah! Kane has stalked her to the corner of a locker room, and he is just whispering in her ear in one of the creepiest ways.
I'm afraid of me.
So he says that Cena is close to his hate transformation, but he's not quite there yet. But if he doesn't get there in time, he feels unsafe towards Eve.
Yes.
And then we went out with him still
very close,
really close to her, and creepy right from behind, and almost like
say it.
I can't
say it.
This is how evil raper, not rapist.
Destroying everything it touches.
Exactly. It's a very rapey. It was a very rapey ending.
It was.
It was.
They could. I mean, that's the only thing they could have been going for, right?
Right? There's nothing else. What is he going to do?
I mean, she's in a towel.
Yes.
Let's just hope Zack Ryder comes back and actually gets tough.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to push his toughness, and he's gonna come back with steel chairs and really make Kane embrace the hate.
Yeah. Well, if rape overtones or undertones, whatever you like to call them, if that doesn't bring you back to take out Kane,
little girl.
what's left? Too real.
You do that very well.
Good
Lord.
You're in Vegas too
Please
much
walk me to the car.
to know that.
Walk
voice well.
very close to me on the way to the car.
If we start hearing
Thank you.
voices.
Please do not leave me
And
at
then
any point during the evening.
I'm like, hey Maria, hey Preston. It's like totally ruined the vibe of your weird.
Hey
rapey
guys,
voice.
what's going on?
Hey guys.
This just in.
No, I was gonna do a rapey one. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold back.
I'm the helpful handyman. How evil can I possibly be?
What is that one?
I
What is
think that was Cable Guy.
Dexter.
Oh,
Dexter.
Dexter.
I wouldn't know it.
But I do want to say, like, it was also in the 6-pack challenge. It was also cool seeing Jericho just put his foot up on the rope at the very last second.
Sure.
He's so smart, and he just, and then putting over Punk's move. Here's the go to sleep,
Yep.
and then Jericho comes all the way back in, and it's just, it was so great,
Sure.
putting over that move, and then Jericho with his foot on the rope. That's all I wanted
It
to
was
say
great.
about that. Did we want to take calls or no?
We can.
All right, let's
Do we
take-
have time?
Yeah, we have 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes.
Here's your
9
first caller now.
minutes. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, this is Aaron from Virginia.
Hey, Aaron from Virginia.
This also could be Kane.
Is this Kane?
Do you got a question for
I'm
us?
sorry.
Do you have a question for us? No?
He must be hiding in the bathroom.
All right, caller. Well, thanks for calling.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
He's here.
Okay.
It's okay.
I just want to say I've been trying to call for a lot, and sometimes I get the shows confused. So, I just want to say this episode of Raw tonight was that I was watching the Randy Orton and Khali tag match, and I looked at the time, and I was like, it's 20 minutes down to the second hour already.
So wait, are you saying it's good or bad?
Bad.
Okay. So you felt that you thought that the time was just stinking. It wasn't going fast or slow. It just felt like stink.
I feel like there weren't that many real matches.
Well, you're
in the
right.
show,
yeah.
And
Yeah. That's not a feeling.
Can I be the heel of these conversations or what?
Because you like the promos?
I mean, no. I was just waiting for a question.
No. I get what he's saying. I
Yeah.
mean, he's just saying he felt that the show sucked. But I agree that there were not a lot of wrestling matches.
There
but
wasn't a
There
lot.
wasn't
It was a lot
enough
of
wrestling.
But to play devil's advocate, they were good. They were good pieces, good production pieces.
yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the best of the worst.
Well, thank you so much,
Thanks
caller.
so much, ma'am.
Next caller.
Okay, now I'm gonna need you to stay near me on our way out.
We got a new caller.
New
Perfect.
caller.
Thank you.
Is this caller? Are we gonna get a question, or are you just calling to comment?
Or kill us.
Yeah, one of the two.
Both.
Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
cool.
Good.
Next caller,
No.
please.
Thank you
You know
for
what?
putting that out there.
You know what
What's
I
your
like?
name?
I like honesty.
Yeah, honesty.
What is your name? Where are you from?
Let's hear it.
Adrian from LA.
Hey, Adrian.
So my comment first was that the other Adrian is currently making a new Raw graphic.
Oh,
for
good to
you
know.
guys.
Two
Good to know.
Adrians.
Two Adrians.
Thank you.
All right.
Double team.
And
Two Adrians, one graphic.
You're like the Bella twins.
Hopefully, your acting's
the
better.
other-
I have to take another call.
I like what they're doing with Beth's gimmick. I wanted to know what you guys thought of that. She's been more aggressive since she's come back.
Yeah.
I think she's leading up to Karma, and I
Yeah, I
think
think
that's
they're
about
building her
it.
to
They're just
Karma.
building her to Karma. They're going to have her run through
After
the.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Karma
But
WrestleMania.
Snuka first.
Snuka
I think
first.
she'll blow through her.
No.
She'll
and
blow
then-
through it real quick. Maybe.
Karma WrestleMania.
Yep.
Thank you,
hopefully.
caller.
Thank you, caller.
Let's get a couple more in before we get off the air.
One more.
All right, we got another one.
Hello.
Sure. Hey.
Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
The
You
elusive
sound like a
female
nice little bunny.
caller. This is like when we find a very rare bird while bird watching.
Bird.
What's your name?
I'm Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
Whoop, whoop.
Melanie, do you have a question or a comment? But we'd love a
Concern?
question.
We like questions.
I don't even know.
Well, did you like the show tonight?
No, because like there's not enough wrestling.
Not enough wrestling.
I understand.
I want
that.
wrestling.
I do too.
I believe in
Shout out
wrestling.
Lagana.
Well, there's a good place to watch wrestling.
The bathroom.
The Ring of Honor thing.
The Ring
Yes.
of Honor.
Ah,
Ring of Honor
yes.
Wrestling.
The Ring of Honor thing.
It's
Do you watch Ring
fantastic.
of Honor?
No,
That's-
like I didn't really know about it until like on your website.
Good.
Oh, fantastic.
Good to know. Well, we have two of our hosts are actually over at that show. I'm featured in
You
the
know,
bathroom. But they both work at Ring of Honor, and it is, I mean, even beyond public, I mean, again, without us sounding like we're publicizing where you work at, the truth is, even if you weren't here, I'd say that there is one federation, per se, or whatever you want to call them now, that features more wrestling. That's just what they're
That's what
known
we're based
for.
off
It's what
of.
they're based off.
That's their whole thing.
And there's another one that's more into entertainment. So I do appreciate both. So I look at both. I watch Raw here when I'm watching, and then I watch Ring of Honor online. And I feel like
well, thank you for watching.
I do.
Appreciate that.
And you can balance both ways by watching both.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a good wrestling program is a mix of both.
Yeah, good. Two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need both.
I do think you need both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so
You
much.
guys are really funny.
Oh,
Thanks so much.
Catering to our ego will make you call again. Thank you.
We will take your call first next time.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we got a new caller.
All right,
Oh,
one
all
more.
right,
One
one
more.
more.
Sweet.
Last one.
Are you screening these ones for goodness sakes?
Only the girls.
Evening panel.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello,
Evening
sir.
panel.
We are the panel.
We are the panel.
No, you guys can be the panel. I am
I'm
not.
sorry.
I enjoy being the panel,
By the
just
way-
so you know.
By the way, isn't it more fun when you don't screen them?
It's true. He's right.
way.
Yeah,
He
that's
is right.
fine as long as I'm allowed to be.
As
As
long
good
as,
as
say
I want
whatever
to
you
be.
want.
As long as I can say whatever I want.
as
That's
long as
good.
we all walk out together, I'm fine with no screening.
We're on the.
What's your name, bud?
I am John from Arkansas. Nice.
Oh, he's called before. You've called before.
Yeah, love the show.
Sweet.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
John. What's cracking?
I get the sense that there's like no format to this show, so I really like that.
Good. Good.
There's none.
There is
isn't
no
one,
format.
actually, because there's no format in my brain.
No.
So there is no format.
I really
At
can't
least
work
you
off
said
format.
Sorry, John. What did you say, bud?
I said I really can't work off formats, so
Good.
this is the perfect thing for me.
Good. Well, this is for your ADD. Comments or questions? You got anything?
Yeah, I agree the whole night. No wrestling. Where was the wrestling?
Nowhere.
I thought this was supposed to be a wrestling show.
Well,
Dolph
they would
couldn't even
argue,
carry the show.
To play devil's advocate, they would argue that they are not a wrestling show. They would
They're
argue that they are
entertainment.
sports
They're sports
entertainment.
entertainment.
Exactly. So I'm not promoting. I'm just saying it's not really a wrestling show. So every once in a while, we're going to get some of these production-heavy shows, I think.
Oh, that's nice. I'll watch Ring of Honor instead.
There you go.
There
See?
you go.
There's,
Great.
Please do.
there you go.
I had to shamelessly promote that. At least there's one company in North America that actually puts guys in the ring and lets them go.
Your check's in the mail, my
And
man.
girls.
And girls.
And girls.
And girls.
And the first lady.
Your check's in the mail. You got that
Thank
one.
you for promoting
I'll
that.
have Jim Cornette sign it over to you.
So, I mean, beyond,
Hey, if you're
beyond
going to have Jim Cornette do something, have him give me a job.
Oh, dear.
I think Jim Cornette's looking for his own in a little bit.
but what, I mean, is there something beyond saying the show sucks? Like, rather, let's give it some creative criticism. What is there that you would want to see?
I really do think there are some bright spots with different characters that they have out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, why does WWE saboteur their own talent? I've never understood that. Why do you cut their legs off? I mean, you're trying to build new stars, and then you cut the guy's legs out from underneath him.
Right.
Why? It's so
It's a power
counterproductive.
issue.
Well, no, I
It's
mean,
a power trip.
and I'll say I don't think that that's across the board. I think that that's something that's plagued WWE for 10 years, 12 years. But there, I mean, Sheamus, there are people I can probably throw back at you that are being pushed, and maybe for
Cody
reasons we
Rhodes.
don't know, Cody Rhodes. But yes,
Kofi
but I would say,
Kingston.
but listen, I would say overall he's right in a sense that if this were baseball, a lot of the AAA players would probably not come up and play majors. And that's a weird thing because the farm system is supposed to be something you build and make your product better and make yourself a better team. And it's not something you commonly see in WWE, but it does happen sometimes.
They don't give enough time.
Correct.
That's their biggest problem.
Correct.
They don't give enough
I'm going to
time.
jump on another little issue, my soapbox here for this evening.
Okay.
Can we please give the girls some equal time? I mean, my Lord, this is ridiculous.
It's not going to happen.
You know, I've been a long supporter of that very concept, and I think that's why, like, now that I'm able to run my own division down at Crossfire Wrestling in Nashville, like, I'm just so happy and excited to be able to give the girls time. And that's one thing that I just think that, sure, some of the matches are going to suck. Right off the bat, they're going to suck for the first few weeks. But then guess what? They're going to get so much better.
They'll learn.
You have time to work on the road, and you'll have time to be able to suck it up on Raw or SmackDown. And then guess what? You'll get better. That's the only way to do things.
Like The Miz.
So
I just learned something. I did not know that you had that project going about the Crossfire thing.
I do.
I will definitely check that out now.
Well, thank you so much.
Well,
and thank you for
we
calling.
can start wrapping up, guys.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you, man.
callers.
Thanks, John from Arkansas.
That's our new condom segment, the wrap up.
Predictions.
Next week, HBK, guys.
I predict that HBK will
Does
be
he
there.
come back? Does he come? Do you think he's
Yes.
going to be there?
Oh, he'll be there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I don't think he's going to be there.
I saw him backstage at SmackDown 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Well, fantastic.
So I know it-
Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
Vegas.
That doesn't
He'll be
count.
there.
That doesn't count.
He's going to push forward Triple H and Undertaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's. I think definitely he's gonna.
Is
be
this
there.
far out? Really?
There to help.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There to help.
Because they won't be in Elimination Chamber.
Well, no. Here's what's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen to where Triple H has to be out there. It's gonna be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen
You
at
guys,
the Elimination Chamber.
I'm just going to say this once because I don't want to dwell on it. Let's hope HBK is not the referee.
Oh, let's hope he is.
No.
Could be.
No.
because it ruins what would be a great match straight up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
I don't want that either.
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Can we go around and pitch
oh,
away?
Yeah, sure.
So you can, me first.
You go.
You can follow me at Jensen Clan 88, CLAN 88. I do jokes on there all the time. And then I have a show. I'm doing a stand-up show this Saturday at UCB in LA. I'm going to be doing stuff about what I think you should be looking for in a girlfriend. 6 minutes. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Fantastic.
And you can learn more about it at my Twitter, which again is Jensen Clan with a C 88.
Oh, and I am Mr. to the P. You can check me out on YouTube. All my hundreds of music videos that I got going on right now. I got a bunch of cool shows coming up in the next couple weeks. I'll be in Vegas for the Magic Show. Mr. to the P. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube.
There you go.
Twitter, ROH Mike Bennett, and ROHWrestling.com. This week, me versus Jay Lethal for the TV title. And
Nice. Love Jay Lethal.
the First Lady of Ring of Honor's debut.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
check it out. It's
Amen.
one of my favorite matches.
And mine is Maria Kanellis. And then you can also watch some of our videos that we've done together and some videos that Mike's done by his own on his own. Thank you. At Prodigy Superstar, and that's on YouTube.
If you have a pacemaker, I recommend not watching.
Oh, dear.
Excuse me.
Can you help me find glasses?
For the match, do either of you need glasses?
I do.
I have.
You know anybody?
I have a guy. I'm gonna need to go get him from the urinals.
By the way, once again,
puking up
if you do need
condoms.
glasses, follow Jensen.
There you go. All right, guys. Take care. See you next week.
Thank you.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.